What's up guys, this is Tyler from Typfoon Gaming and welcome back to another Mario Maker video. Today I will be showcasing some new tech that I recently heard about in Mario Maker. And basically tech is a trick you can do using interesting game mechanics. That's the way I like to think of it. But basically this tech that I have found recently is you can jump off of POWs, P-switches, and springs in the middle of the air. So it's like a midair using a POW, P-switch, or spring. Now this trick wasn't found by me, but I will give a shout out to the streamer Foxin45. He's the one that I first saw this in action on one of his levels. But I believe it was discovered by someone else, I just don't know who that is. So shout out to the person who discovered this, who is a mystery. But anyways, this trick is a lot easier to do than a regular shell jump, which is like a 1 or 2 frame trick. This one is a lot more forgiving, so with enough practice, I think any of you guys will be able to do it. But basically the setup is as follows. So in your level, you need solid ground right here, and then you need a track facing left. And this only works facing left, so it has to be when Mario is going from right to left. It doesn't work the opposite direction, don't ask me why, but the momentum doesn't work the same way. So just face a track left with an open end on the left side, and then put a blue skull platform facing left on the track. And then that's pretty much all you need for the setup. And then you can use like the Mario tracker thing, to kind of see where Mario goes, to see where you need your goal to be. So this is where mine is up here. That's where you want to end up. And I set this up in a way so that you can keep trying over and over and over again until you get it. So I have some conveyors here to help lead Mario back to this door, which will then reset this once again and bring the POW right back to you. So this is a level that I made yesterday to showcase this. It has a POW section, a spring section, and then in the subworld it has a P-switch section. So with enough practice, I think you guys will be able to get it. I'll be diving in here shortly and then uploading this level. Luckily with the reset doors, this pretty much can only fail if the timer runs out. So I'll go ahead and show each of them individually, and then we will upload this level. And I'll kind of show you a tutorial along the way as well. So the arrows to the left are my best indicator of when to throw the item. It might vary for you slightly, just depending on, you know, how much speed you get, what your jump height is, and all of that. But it seems like the best indicator for me, at least, to figure out exactly when to throw it. So you'll fail a lot, just don't get frustrated. But maybe this is something that you're just naturally good at and you'll get it right away. I don't know. But anyways, so that will happen about 90% of the time. You'll be traveling, so there I threw it a little bit too early, so it ended up below Mario's feet. If you throw it too late, then that will happen a lot of the times. But then you just keep trying and trying, and eventually you will get it. See, that time I had it. I had it right, but I didn't jump when I was on top of the POW, so hopefully I can get it correct. Alright, so there it was, but I'll go ahead and show you this. You can see Mario first kicks the spring, or throws it, pretty much right where those arrows are. So that's what I'm saying when they're a pretty good indicator. So that's pretty much when you'll want to release. It's a little bit before the peak of Mario's jump, and then you'll jump off of the POW around this area here. So if you do it correctly, that will be the trajectory of Mario, and then you'll end up here, and then we can move on to the spring section. So this one is pretty cool too. A lot of times that will happen. I put these one-way gates here so you couldn't like cheese it by doing a spring jump. But anyways, hopefully... Oh my gosh, that was so close. Yeah, sometimes you don't get like the full jump off of the spring, so you'll just have to redo it until you get the perfect jump off of it, like that. So that is the spring one. And once again, if I show you, he first throws or kicks that spring right in between those arrows there. Jump off of the spring here and then end up on top. So this goal is a little bit higher than the POW one and the P-switch one just because you get that extra height off of the spring. But if you do it correctly, you'll end up here, and then we can go into the subworld for a door leading to the P-switch section. So this one's a little wonky just because if you accidentally land on the P-switch and you trigger it but don't end up on top, then these conveyors will stop working, but just a minor detail. But hopefully here we can get this one. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I landed on it, but I didn't get it, so you're just gonna have to deal with conveyors that aren't working. All right. Oh, see, that time I had it, but that's what I'm talking about with the P-switch. Sometimes you just land on it funny and you don't get the jump off of it, so... Hey, and there's the P-switch one, so if we go into editor there, you'll see that I first start kicking it right in between the arrows, and then jump off of it down here to get to the end. So then we go into this door, and we have a right-facing POW. Yeah, that's what happens when you do a right-facing one. So that kind of ends on a joke. You go in the pipe, and you're presented with the end of the level. So there is how to do the crazy new mid-air tech in Super Mario Maker. Alright guys, I hate to do this. But we are replacing the P-switch with a POW because I would do it if the P-switches were the old mechanics where it was a lot easier to jump off of them, but I just feel like people would get way too frustrated with the P-switch jumps. It is possible to do them, it's just way too inconsistent. It's a lot easier to do with the POW blocks, so I'm just gonna make that change in my level, so it's gonna be 2 POW mid-airs, 1 spring mid-air, and then this joke one at the end. So let's go ahead and give this a shot and upload this one instead, and hopefully this one will be a lot quicker. Alright, looks good. Let's upload. Alright, yeah, the POW's way easier. There we go. Oh, dude, so close. Almost. Yeah, those arrows are actually a very good indicator, so just keep that in mind when you're trying to pass this. Alright, there we go. Got all 3 of the normal ones. Got the fake one done. And we are presented with the end of the level. So yeah, now this level will be uploaded. I'll be sharing the code with you here shortly, and it will be down below in the description as well, so you can practice your crazy mid-airs. Naming this level Mysterious Mid-airs, which I feel like is pretty appropriate considering the mechanic is so weird. And there we have it. There is the code if you want to plug that in your game. Otherwise, you can copy and paste the code down below in the description. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video and tutorial Hopefully you guys can figure this trick out yourself and be doing it in no time. It doesn't take too long to get down. Feel free to use this level. Feel free to use this mechanic in one of your own levels. But yeah, just have fun with it. And thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. Feel free to leave a like and comment below. But until next time, I'm out.